today I talk about the age of Kalabhras. The Kalabhra age, also known as a post-Sangam period or dark age in the history of Tamil Nadu. The synopsis of the Kalabhra age consists of sources, identification of Kalabhras, conquest of Kalabhras, legacy of Kalabhras, and the Brahmanical attitude, the Kalabhras rule, social condition under the Kalabhra age, development of education and literature under the Kalabhra age, religious condition under the Kalabhra age. The introduction of the Kalabhra age. After the decline of Sangam age, the Kalabhra age emerged in Tamil Nadu due to the weakness of the Sera Sola and Pandya of Sangam age in the middle of the 3rd century AD. After the end of the Sangam age, the Kalabhras ruled from 3rd century AD to 6th century AD in Tamil Nadu. The period between 3rd century AD and 6th century AD, which is called as Dark Age in the history of Tamil Nadu by some historians, describe about that. The reign of the Kalabhras, which marked a turning point in the history of Tamil Nadu. The Kalabhras were defeated the Tamil monarchs and ruled in Tamil Nadu. The close years of the Sangam age was called the post-Sangam period. The next one is sources. A lot of sources describe about the history of Kalabhras in Tamil Nadu. Both literary and epigraphical sources very useful to know the history of Kalabhras in Tamil Nadu. The literary evidences of Tamil noveler Saridai, Yapperangalam, Periya Puranam and Vinaya Vinicham. These literary evidence very useful to know the history of Kalabhras of the Tamil Nadu. Next, the epigraphical evidences. The epigraphical evidences of Kasagudi copper plates, which was issued by Simkavarman. The Velvikudi copper plates was issued by Nedum Chadayan. Kanji Vaikunda Perumal inscription, Kuram copper plates of Narasimhavarman first and Nerur plates of Salukya Vikramaditya second. These epigraphical sources were to know the history of Kalabhras in Tamil Nadu. The next subheadings of the Kalabhra age, that is called as identification of Kalabhras. The Kalabhras origin found in various names. were put by many Tamil scholars. There were different view on the identification of Kalabhras. The one of the person, T. A. Gopinath Rao, who identified the Kalabhras with Muttarayas. Kalabhras also known as Muttarayas. The second, M. Raghava Iyengar, who put forward about the Kalabhras as Vellala Kalabhra. The third, Dr. S. Krishnaswamy Iyengar, who described the Kalabhras with the Kalvar of the Vengadam region. Next, T.V. Mahalingam, who attributed that the Kalabhras were Odiyal. The another historians, T.N. Subramanian, who the editor of the Pandya copper plates. His view that Kalabhras were Jains. Next, the conquest of Kalabhras. The traditional Tamil rulers defeated, surrendered and accepted the authority of the Kalabhras in Tamil Nadu. Many scholars attributed various views regarding the conquest of the Kalabhras in Tamil Nadu. Both literary works of Buddhist and Jain. This mentioned that Achyuta Vikranta, the belonged to the Katwa community. He imprisoned and defeated the Tamil rulers of Sera, Sola and Pandyas of Sangam age. Then the Kalabhras captured the Tamil country from the Sera, Sola and Pandyas of Sangam period. The kingdom, which is divided into a number of political divisions like Kongu Nadu, Sera Nadu, Sola Nadu and Pandya Nadu in the history of Tamil Nadu. The Kalabhras also extended their authority in Ceylon. The Kalabhras ruled the kingdom in Tamil Nadu and they made Kavirpattinam as their capital in Tamil Nadu. However, by the 6th century AD, the Kalabhra power began to decline in Tamil Nadu. The Pallavas and the Pandyas stood against the Kalabhras. As the result, Simha Vishnu, the Pallava king, who defeated the Kalabhras and he founded the Pallava kingdom with Kanji as their capital in Tamil Nadu. The Pandya ruler Kadungon, who defeated the Kalabhras and he founded the first Pandyan empire with Madurai as capital in the history of Tamil Nadu. With the emergence of the Pallavas, the Pandyas, the Kalabhra power declined. The next subheading is legacy of Kalabhras. Kalabhras who contributed much to development of literature, administration, religion and culture in Tamil Nadu. The Kalabhra role, which witnessed political unity in Tamil Nadu for the first time. The Kalabhras introduced a system of administration in Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu was divided into a number of divisions or provisions for administrative convenience at the time of Kalabhra Age. Each division was further subdivided into nadu. Each nadu was divided into mangalams or kurams. Kuram contained a number of traditional villages. This system continued till its decline and was adopted by the powers who ruled later. Kalabhras who gave due importance to trade and commerce development in Tamil Nadu, Kaveri Pombattinam, which are an important trading centers of Kalabhra period. At the time of Kalabhra age, the coins which contained a symbols of ship, fish, bull, elephant, tiger, horses, lotus, flower, plant, sun, moon, and stars. The symbols indicated that the Kalabhra rulers gave importance to animate and inanimate objects. Kalabhras, who also contributed much to learning and literature development in Tamil Nadu. This period extended over 3 centuries, brought many changes in Tamil Nadu society. The Kalabhra Indakram saw the morning star of Bhakti age. Hinduism had a setback under the Kalabhras, but Hinduism successfully responded to the challenges in the form of Bhakti movement, ably led by the Saivit, Nayanmas and Vaishnava Alvas. Thus, the Kalabhra age was not really dark in the history of Tamil Nadu. There was progress in all directions such as religion, education, society, and culture. The next subheading is anti-Brahminical attitude. Kalabhras who ruled Tamil Nadu for nearly 3 centuries in Tamil Nadu. The Kalabhra administration was entirely different from that of the Sangam rulers. After the end of the Sangam age, the Kalabhras came to power in Tamil Nadu. The Kalabhras administration was different. This administration was totally against Brahmin domination. The adopted anti-Brahminical attitude. The Hindu religion, which flourished during the Sangam age, was neglected by the Kalabhras. The Kalabhras suppressed the domination of Hinduism in Tamil Nadu. They encouraged the religion like Jainism and Buddhism. Kanji, which was flourished as a Buddhist center during the time of Kalabhra age. Jainism was encouraged in Madurai during that period. Jain pallis and Buddhist monasteries were constructed at the time of Kalabhra's age. A number of cave temples were increased during the time of Kalabhra age. A new temples were constructed at Anamalai, Tirupparangunram, Samanaramalai and Sittanavasal in Tamil Nadu. Kalabhras who gave due importance to the development of Tamil language. In 467 AD, Vajranandi, who founded the Dravida Sangam, at Madurai. It contributed much for the development of Tamil literature in Tamil society. It led to the decline of Sanskrit language. Tamil educational institutions were started at the time of Kalabhra Age. The Kalabhra's much importance was given to the development of Tamil language and culture in Tamil society. Jainism began to dominate politics. The Hindu society was neglected. Thus, during the reign of Kalabhras, the Brahmin dominated in Tamil Nadu was to some extent prevented. Next is the Kalabhras role. One of the most important copper plate that are known as a Velukudi copper plate, which gave the information about the Kalabhras overthrow the Pandya in Tamil Nadu. The Kalabhras ruled in Tamil Nadu until Pandyan Kadungon overthrew Kalabhras. The most notable Kalabhra ruler was Achyuta Kalab, who ruled the Sola Mandalam with Yukrabra as his capital in the 5th century AD. Periyapuranam, the works of Tamil Nadu, which mention about the ruler from Karnataka region entered the Pandya country and established his rule there by Kalabhras. During his reign, Jainism became popular. The Periyapuranam, which referred to another Kalabhra ruler, a chieftain of Kalandai, known as Kuruva Nayanar. It describes him as a worship of Shiva. The priest of the Sidambaram temple refused to crown him as he was not the legal heir to the solar throne. The next subheading is Society under the Kalabhras in Tamil Nadu. The secular outlook of the Sangam period gave way to the religious outlook of the Kalabhras. Both Buddhism and Jainism became dominant religions at the time of Kalabhra period. Particularly, the Jain monks who preached Jainism in the Tamil country during the time of Kalabhra age. The Kalabhra rulers patronized the Jains. Kalabhra's effort to remove the evils from the society at the same time in Tamil Nadu. The Tamil Siddhas like Tirumular, who preached their philosophical ideas during the time of Kalabhra's age. Morals and ethics were preached through education and literature during the time of Kalabhra age. The another subheading of the Kalabhra age, the development of education and literature. The Kalabhra rule in the Tamil country had witnessed the growth of education and literature. The languages of Sanskrit and Prakrit were introduced in the Tamil region. This had resulted in the development of new script called Vatteluth. The Tamil literature also taken new forms, and the Tamil grammar had also undergone a few changes during the Kalabhra period. Many works under the Padinan Kelkanakku, which composed during the Kalabhra period. The epics like Sevaga Sindhamani and Kundalagas. These were wrote during the time of Kalabhra age. Nigandus were also composed during the Kalabhra period in Tamil Nadu. Both Jain and Buddhist monks contributed much to the growth of education during the time of Kalabhra period. The Buddhist educational institutions were called Kadikas. Scholars like Buddhadatta, Buddha Ghosa, and Buddha Dharma, they were lived during the Kalabhra period in Tamil Nadu. The Jain Palli remained important educational centers at the time of Kalabhra period. The Jain Palli or school remained an important educational center at Tirupati Puliyur during the Kalabhra period. Sarvanandi and Vajranandi were the two great Jain scholars. They were lived in this period. The religious, another one of the subcutting of the Kalabhra age. During the end of the Kalabhra rule, the religion Saivism began to emerge in Tamil Nadu. Some of the Kalabhra rulers had embraced Saivism, Buddhism, and Jainism. Now I come to conclude. After the decline of the Kalabhra rule, Hinduism was once again revived and Buddhism, Jainism began to decline. The Pandyan kings who patronized Vaishnavism, Saivism, and Jainism in Tamil Nadu. The Nayanmas were preached Saivism while the Alvas preached Vaishnavism in Tamil Nadu. They had spread the spirit of Bhakti among the Tamil people. The spirit of Bhakti cult inculcate religious feelings and services mindedness among the people. These qualities had taken deep roots in the Tamil society.